The Big 12 has 12 teams, right? The Big 12 has 10 teams. The Big 10 has 10 teams, right? Nope. The Big 10 has 12 teams. Are the people putting together the conferences, do they know how to count? Nebraska isn't a northern team. Believe it or not, Nebraska and Kansas University are only 217 miles apart. You can drive from campus to campus in less than 4 hours. Numbers shouldn't lie. I guess we'll call the Big 12 minus 2, and we'll call the Big 10 plus 2. Remember when the Big 12 had 2 divisions? That's how it's supposed to be and supposed to stay. What's next? The Big 8 and the Big 14? This is Braden Goldsmith, and I approve this message.
And we're out. Nice. 3, 2.
Hello, I'm Aaron, and I'm here to talk about something that has been bothering me for a couple months now. This is the most overrated, out-of-style story ever, the Deflategate of Tom Brady's suspension, which he did at football, which was like a tiny degree worse. Why? Okay, you're gonna win the game against Indiana anyway, and it doesn't even matter because the Garrett Blount had 3 touchdowns and 140 yards. So it's a big deal that you did the football the moves a little farther. Okay, that's fine. Now, there's a lot more interesting things to talk about on SportsCenter, like more detailed highlights and the Division III NFL Championship. It happened. I mean NCAA. I'm so sorry. Well, what I was trying to say is it's boring to watch the Deflategate where there's other stuff. Have you ever read Rob Gronkowski's book? It's more interesting than the Deflategate, even though Rob Gronkowski's book sucks. I must tell you something. Deflategate's most overrated story, and that's about all I have to say about it.
What's your name?
My name's Aaron, and Aaron Simonu, and I am here at SBC LA.
Just give me the tag again, but say it to him. Say it again.
My name's Aaron Simonu.
Wait, go do it again.
My name is Aaron Simonu at SBC LA, and I am out.
2.
Hi, my name is Aaron Goldstein, and I'm here to rant about Time Warner Cable Sportsnet. Time Warner Cable says that they like facts. Well, I'll give them a fact. 75% of people in LA can't watch the Dodgers, and that includes myself. That is absolutely ridiculous. Some of the other mottos they include are, we're trying to make the world a better place. How is making the world a better place not allowing 75% of Dodger fans to watch their own team? Time Warner Cable says other things like enjoy better. I can't even enjoy in the first place, let alone enjoy better, because then again, I can't watch my Dodgers, and 75% of people in LA agree. I'm Aaron Goldstein, and I will never buy something from Time Warner Cable.
3, 2.
Ichiro Suzuki, I knew you were rich, but you're rich enough to pay a translator to stand by your side, even though you speak perfect English. Is this your way of saying, hey, I don't want to do interviews? Because that's actually smart. Your time has passed, and it passed your rookie season. And you think it's the new style to have your first name on the back of your jersey. You've had that since the beginning, and it hasn't ever been your style. It hasn't ever been the style. Thank you. This is Chase Landis at UCLA.
3, 2.
MLB, Pete Rose should be allowed to be in the Hall of Fame and should be allowed to come back in baseball. He has the most hits of all time, is a career 303 hitter, and what he did didn't affect his play. It's not like he took performance-enhancing drugs or steroids, which helps make you play better. He just bet on baseball. I know that's bad, but didn't affect how he played. Baseball, let him in the Hall of Fame and get your act together. I'm Josh Mechanic at UCLA.
2.
College athletes should get paid. Colleges are making billions, yes, billions of dollars from stadium tickets and TV contracts. People come to the stadium to see the players, not to see the colleges. TV companies sign the contracts so other people can see the players, not to see the colleges.
college players have to balance sports and their studies while they have no time to do a job. And most college players' families are poor and have to give their families money to help their families. I'm Will Seidel, SBC Sports LA.
2.
I have DirecTV, and I'm a Dodger fan, as you can see. And since the Dodgers have signed this billion-dollar deal with Time Warner Cable, I can't watch the Dodgers. I think this is ridiculous because a lot of Dodger fans do not have Time Warner Cable.
What else you want to say about it? Think something. Do you like Time
75% of Dodger fans do not have Time Warner Cable. I am Kyle Grassel at SBC Sports Broadcasting Camp. Thank you.
And we're on 2.
You know what I really can't understand is how college football fans don't know who Todd McNair really is. Todd McNair was the running back coach at USC who produced Reggie Bush, Lendale White, and Chauncey Washington. But now he's out of work because of the way that the NCAA dropped down their sanctions on him. He's tried to file a lawsuit because he was basically unemployable, but the lawsuit has taken way too long to actually start because the NCAA doesn't want to disclose how they investigate these schools because it'll allow teams to cheat and go against the rules. But you know what? This guy's done great things, and I think he needs to get back to coaching. And I'm John Souza at SPC Nation.
And we're out.
Come on, Tom Brady. Really? We all know you deflated those footballs. There's no need to cover it up. And you just had to destroy your cell phone. You're trying to protect your legacy? That's great. Newsflash, people will forgive you if you own up to your mistakes. You know, I'm fine with the deflation. It doesn't really make a difference, but it's the denying. Remember, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up. I'm Edward Hawley, ESPN.
2.
Roger Goodell, please change the catch rule that ended the Dallas Cowboys season. It was a catch. Des Bryant caught it, got it knocked out, and then caught it back again on the ground. This ended the Cowboys season, as well as it robbed the Lions of a win 2 years ago when Calvin Johnson made the same exact catch in the end zone versus the Bears. So just either call it a catch or change the ruling so that it makes it a catch. I'm Lucas Hunter at Sports Broadcasting Camp, and I'm out.
Here's good. 2.
Clayton Kershaw, why can you not pitch in the playoffs? Are you too nervous? Or if you're too nervous, just get rid of those nerves. If you're tired, go take a nap, then pitch. You've the last couple seasons have pitched perfectly in the regular season, winning the MVP and the Cy Young Award. Then in the playoffs, you throw that all away, and we end up getting out in the first round. You need to just start pitching better in the playoffs. Clayton Kershaw, why can't you pitch in the playoffs? Once again, I'm Eli Pearl from ESPN.
As an NL fan, I'm so mad about the rule that the winner of the All-Star game gets a better advantage of home field for the World Series. As the American League won for the past 2 or 3 years, they get a better home team advantage. I think that whoever has the better record should get the home field. That is why I don't like the rule about whoever wins the All-Star game gets home team advantage. I'm Jesse Abrams from SBC Camps.
4, 3, 2.
LeBron James, what were you thinking going to Cleveland last season? Who other than Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love did they have? Best player in basketball. And also letting Steph Curry be better than you. That does not sound like you. You used to be my favorite, LeBron James. Now, not so much. I'm Alex Swift from SBC Nation.
We're out. 2.
Come on, Tom Brady. Why did you deflate those footballs? Come on. Yes, you may have blown those Colts out, but what if they were regular? Maybe they would have blown you out. Maybe they would have won the Super Bowl. Maybe the Seahawks would have won the Super Bowl. Come on, Tom Brady. Yes, I forgive you, but now I'm still very mad because I'm a Seahawks fan, and you should not have won that Super Bowl. I'm John Peter Griffin, reporting for SBC Nation. Chris Bryant, you're the most overrated player in baseball. You only made the All-Star game in the home run derby because you did well in the minor leagues. Get it together. Live up to your expectations. Real ones. I'm Sammy Bobas, reporting for SBC Nation.
Nice. Say your name again, just to stand slower.
I'm Sammy Bobas, reporting for SBC Nation.
Nice. We're out. 3, 2.
Philip Rivers, I have a question for your San Diego Chargers. Can they win the Super Bowl? Let me answer that for you. No. And do you know why? It's because of you. That's right. Stop throwing interceptions 24/7. Oh, let me answer that for you again. You can't because you're one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, come on. I would rather eat a flower with a cricket on it than watch you play football. Okay, Philip Rivers. One last thing before I go. Oh, yeah. So, here is a little advice. Make sure you're passing the football to someone on your team for once. Let me guess that again. You can't. I am Jack Brooks from, SBC Nation, signing out.
2.
Come on, Dallas. Don't give up DeMarco. Give up Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant is terrible. No, he's not terrible. You have other wide receivers. You don't need another wide receiver. You need a running back. A running back, not a receiver. You have like 50 of those. You need a running back. I'm Jonathan Reef for ESPN.
2.
Come on, Mike McCarthy. Why you gotta make the most stupid of play calls ever? Thank God you're not gonna be play calling next year. That play in the NFC Championship where you were like it was 4th and goal and you were a half yard from the goal line. You kick a field goal. I mean, what the heck is that? You need to get better at play calling, man. Thank God that you're not play calling anymore. I'm Tristan Silvers, ESPN News.
And we're out. 3, 2.
Designated hitters should be able to hit in the National League. I do not like the fact that they have pitchers ending their seasons every year just because they're doing something that they were not drafted to do. For example, the star pitcher of the Cardinals, Adam Wainwright, he is out for the season with an Achilles injury. He did not do it fielding, he did not do it pitching, he did it base running after hitting a pop fly. Those are only one of the numerous people who have lost their seasons because they were doing what they're not drafted to do. I'm Evan, ESPN.
And we're out. 3, 2.
Okay, Adam Silver, no defense in the All-Star game. I think the All-Star game should matter a bit more because then they would actually be a game. In the All-Star game, there is nothing much. It's like 100-some to 100-some. There has to be more defense in the All-Star game. I'm Ben Averbook reporting from ESPN.
3, 2.
Odell Beckham Jr., you are the most overrated player in football. The only reason you got made on the cover of Madden NFL 16 and you got yourself Offensive Rookie of the Year is because of one catch against the Cowboys. One catch. Odell Beckham Jr., you need to do something else besides create fantabulous catches. I'm Max Cepeda for SB Nation.
What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Max.
Max Cepeda?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we're out. 3, 2.
Hello, Adam Silver. I'm Matt Knuckle reporting for ESPN. Why isn't there defense in the NBA All-Star Game? Jeez, it's like a dad playing his son and vice versa. If you watch the NBA All-Star Game, it looks like a son is trying to shoot a ball and his dad is letting him do it. Adam Silver, you gotta make things a little bit better in the NBA All-Star Game. Like, this is what it sounded like last year. LeBron takes a shot. He makes it. Yay, it's 169 to 174. Isn't that interesting or what? You gotta make things a little more interesting with defense. NBA All-Star Game doesn't matter. We'll try to make it matter. Thank you. I'm Matt Nako, ESPN. Bye-bye. Hope you have a bad night.
What's your name again?
Matt Nako, reporting for ESPN.
Matt Nako?
Madden Akko reporting for ESPN. Hope you have a bad night.
And we're out. 3, 2.
NBA, get it together. The poor DeAndre Jordan can't go 5 minutes without getting shoved. And then you tell us, oh, in the final 2 minutes, no one will foul you. But for the rest of the game, we spent it seeing DeAndre Jordan taking free throws. How intriguing. Oh my gosh, I bet he's going to make this one. Oh my gosh, he missed it. Oh my gosh. I mean, dunks cannot beat this. Oh, what, you're talking about three-pointers? Funny. You have got to make it so if you foul the off ball, you get punished. And then we will finally get a whatever days the Clippers play back with Lob City. Goodbye. I am reporting for some place that I work for. And I'm out.
What's your name?
Abraham Friedman. Got it.
I can't say I'm from ESPN because that's from
And we're out. 3, 2.
Hello, Ventura. This is me. By the way,
Start over. Start over.
Hi.
5, 4, 3.
Hi, Ventura. By the way, stop complaining! Okay? You're a baby when you're on the baseball field. Oh, and by the way, stop talking trash to Mike Trout. He's not doing anything to you. All right? Stop complaining. It's annoying, and you whine like a baby. This is what you do. All right? Stop it. It's annoying. Okay. I'm Russell Tabor from ESPN. Signing out.
3, 2.
MLB, don't make the All-Star Game so competitive. If you want to make it competitive, make it a championship. You're making these games so much more competitive, and now these teams are actually trying. This is Adam Hipsky reporting live from SBC Nation.
Okay, I couldn't quite hear your name. Say it clearly. What's your name?
Adam Hipsky.
Adam Hipsky. Yeah, a lot of times you go so fast I couldn't hear you. Other than that, we are out. 3, 2.
ESPN, why do you televise poker? It has no athletic ability at all. It is barely even considered a sport. All you do, the most athletic thing you do is go like this. And this takes no muscle. It should be a real sport. There's this like great soccer game or like a great baseball game, but it's on only like ESPN 3 or like some very small channel because poker is on. It doesn't help. Not many people want to watch ESPN after this, and it just doesn't help. Once again, ESPN, just stop having poker on it. I'm Eli Pearl reporting from SBC, or used to be ESPN, but after this, probably not ESPN. Once again, I'm Eli Pearl signing off. Bye.
Now we're at 3, 2.
Roger Goodell, you need to stop. And not only stop what you're doing, but stop being the commissioner in total. You are one of the worst commissioners I have ever seen, and you are one of the worst You are worse at running a team than another guy that just got fired a few years ago, Mr. Donald Sterling. Listen,
If you give a guy two games for hitting his wife, and then you give a guy who supposedly deflated a football 4, you clearly do not know how to do your job. Domestic violence is way more of a problem than a few deflated footballs that didn't even affect the game. Thank you. I'm Solomon Koliako from ESPN.
3, 2.
SportsCenter, get it together. You're the most annoying sports show on TV. It's mind-boggling. I watch SportsCenter and highlights to see what happened in a game. But on the side, you're always telling me what already happened. It's like a kid walks up to me in school and says they won in triple overtime. I want to watch that. I don't want to read it. Another thing, baseball. What do you know about it? The trade deadline's going on, and you're talking about Peyton Manning's new dog. Okay? You know nothing about baseball, and when it's time to talk about baseball, you send it to Baseball Tonight. What's so great about Baseball Tonight? If you're a true baseball fan, you watch MLB Network. They actually know what they're talking about. I'm Charlie Hobart from the Sports Broadcasting Camp.
You are coming straight fire!
2. Quiet.
Brewers, you're in a tough situation called rebuilding, or as I call it, removing the fans from the stadium. You have traded 2-star outfielders Gerardo Parra and Carlos Gomez for 5 minor leaguers. All the 3 pitchers combined for a 5.11 ERA and a 6-7 record. And you had Domingo Santana, who hasn't seen the baseball field in 2 years. I'm Malcolm Hobart, reporting from SBC Nation.
All right. And we're out. 3, 2.
Soccer players, stop flopping. You need to start getting fined for flopping. I mean, you get touched and you act like you're dead. It's annoying. And then you teach kids bad habits, and then they do it in games, and then that's even more annoying. I mean, it's just like, oh, I got touched. I need a stretcher. And then you fake, and then you get yellow cards, and that's still not enough. You need to get fined like $1 million for no reason. You get paid too much anyway. Nobody watches it, and it's so boring. I'm George Boldup reporting live on ESPN. Bye.
3, 2.
Umpires, why do you eject so many people? Do you guys call strikes and balls do you call strikes that are outside the zone? You call balls that are inside the zone. So pitchers and players and coaches, they don't like your calls, so they get ejected. I found out a way to replace you. The MLB should put electronical umpires in place of human umpires. The electronical umpires will call balls and strikes. They should keep human umpires, though, to call balks and safes and outs at the different bases. I'm Tristan Montera, reporting from ESPN.
We're out. 3, 2.
Basketball players, why don't you play any defense in the NBA All-Star game? I see you guys play great defense all of the season, but when it comes to the NBA All-Star game, you don't play anything. The games are always 150 to 200. It is not fun because some people like these amazing blocks that you guys do. It's not fun when it's just offense only. I'm telling you guys, you have to play some defense. This is Darius Safavi-Abassi reporting live at UCLA for ESPN. Goodbye.
Nice, man. 3, 2.
How many of you have watched the Odell Beckham Jr. catch? All of you, right? How many of you have watched the 30 of the Randy Moss one-handed catches? Almost none of you. This is the reason why you should not be comparing Odell Beckham Jr. to Randy Moss, the second leading receiver in NFL history. He was playing in the 80s where the gloves weren't even half as sticky as the gloves are today. Plus he was a 6'5" or 6'4", and he ran a 4.3. Odell Beckham Jr. is 5'11" and runs a 4.4. Also, Odell Beckham Jr. wears $200 football gloves, and he's only made one catch. Stop
Stop talking like he's the greatest player ever. I'm Tommy Jacobs at UCLA. Thank you.
And round 2.
I can't even watch SportsCenter anymore without it being all Deflategate, Deflategate. Oh, did you hear about the Patriots did Deflategate? This was like 2 months ago and you're still talking about it. Tom Brady's going to court. Okay, we get it. You don't need to say it. You don't need to say it 24 hours, 7 days a week. We get that he's going to court to see if he's going. We get that he might have done Deflategate. Just stop talking about it already and do other stuff. At SBC Live, I'm Zachary Zaitchik.
And 3, 2.
What upsets me most about MLB baseball is when players decide to show off. In other words, the bat flips, the untucked jerseys, the unnecessary gestures. I mean, the fans did not pay to see you show off. They came to watch you play the game of baseball. Play the game the way it should be. This baseball game should be treasured. I also have a specific shout out to Fernando Rodney. I hate the way you play baseball. You're a professional. Act like one and dress like one. I'm Ford Dreifert, reporting live.
And what's your name again?
Ford Dreifert.
Phil Drake. Thank you, brother. That's a nice job, man. 3, 2.
The other day, I read in a newspaper that the Japanese were making electronic teachers to teach at some of their schools. Well, whoever had the idea of making electronic umpires should go move to Japan. Baseball is a game of human error, not electronic error. It's a bad idea that will cost a lot of money and really won't add a lot of positives to the game. Reporting live from Sports Broadcasting Camp, Sam Walker.
3, 2.
What aggravates me the most about watching baseball is that whenever I turn on MLB Tonight to see if there's a good game going on, it always ends up on the story of Wilmer Flores. Okay, so this guy thought he was traded, cried on a field, came back, realized he wasn't traded, and so, okay, that's it. It's hogging my TV. Whenever I turn on MLB Network, there's always a story. There's always interviews about this. It's getting really annoying. And there's good games on MLB Tonight or analysis that I want to watch, but it's always getting clogged up by Wilmer Flores. I think that this is ridiculous and that this has been taken too far. I think this is very overrated, and it's frustrated me a lot. I'm Ben Walker from Sports Broadcasting Camp.
And we're at 3, 2. One hand only on the microphone. One hand on the microphone. And boy.
Pete Carroll, why do you have to call a pass play during the Super Bowl on the 1-inch line when you have the best short running back in the whole world? Okay, so I feel sorry for Russell Wilson right now, and he's my favorite player on the Seahawks right now. He says that it's his fault. Actually, it's your fault, Pete Carroll. Why do you have to call pass plays instead of run plays? I'm John Peter Griffin, reporting from Sport Broadcasting Camp at UCLA campus.